This is an important topic of discussion. This is something that will make it hard for you when you come to the Philippines. Local government needs to be easy on foreigners with some of the restrictions and some of the rules. That's the topic today. Let's get right into it.
Where are you off to? I'm going on an adventure!
The Department of Tourism will convince local governments hosting the country's tourist spots to be more lenient in enforcing health and safety measures against COVID-19 on foreign leisure travelers as the country is set to welcome them again. I truly understand what Puyat said. Now, Puyat said this on Saturday, January 29th on Teleradio. She recognized that the LGUs, they have the autonomy to impose additional policies against the 19 on travelers. And it's truly understandable. And let me explain what happened to me, guys. I was in Puerto Galera, right? I traveled to Puerto Galera from Manila. And when I traveled there, a bunch of, I forgot what they were like officials with the local government, with the LGU. They were officials with the LGU. They ran up to the van they were in. They went, searched all of our paperwork. Also, when I was on the beach around that time, right? What they did was there was about 8 to 10 guards. And I said it also, I did a live stream that day. I said it on one of my live streams. There was about 8 to 10 guards standing there with machine guns. Not that they were going to shoot anybody or anything like that. They were just standing there, and it was a little intimidating. Not to me, maybe I'm sure to other people on the beach. It looked crazy. And then what happened was, I believe the sergeant or the captain, whatever he was, came over there. He looked around and told them, guys, let's go. Now, the reason why they were there to make sure people had their face mask on. Because when I walked by one time, I didn't have mine on, but I just came out the water. And, they were saying, everybody put your face mask on. And I'm sure that's what Puyat may be talking about. Not just to be in foreigners' face while they're on vacation, saying, hey, put on your mask. Hey, you. Do this, hey you, because if that happens, people won't like it. And of course, people love coming to the Philippines, but there will be a lot of people that will be coming to the Philippines for the first time. They don't have a lady here or a girlfriend, or they don't come to the Philippines back and forth. There will be a lot of first-time travelers in the Philippines when it reopens, and that will turn them away. I've heard guys say it before, I don't want to come back to the Philippines. And I even seen it. I'll be honest with you guys. When I went to Thailand, I seen that in Thailand it was more convenient for a traveler or for a person, especially foreigners, than the Philippines is. No offense against the Philippines, that's just facts. And if things are too strict, Puyat knows it. Puyat knows she's a human being. People are not gonna want, and that will leave a bad taste in people's mouths about the Philippines. So it's truly understandable what she's saying, and I know because I've seen it firsthand. I'm a foreigner myself in the Philippines, so I can truly understand. It's a big difference between me and Filipinos, because I can understand how foreigners think. Puyat herself may understand how foreigners think. I'm sure she's well traveled and been out the country, so this is truly understandable. Puyat said this as well. She said, I don't think foreign leisure travelers will troop to the country by February 10th. It will still take time. It may take months, maybe May or June, because they will still have to wait for our itinerary, she said. I think it's more than just the itinerary. I speak with you guys all the time. I speak with you guys in my live streams. I speak with you guys comment on my videos, and you guys are already saying, hey, I'm not coming until June. Some people, I'm not coming until August. I'm not coming until the end of the year. I'm not coming until this changes. I'm not coming until that changes. A lot of times you foreigners, you're my people. I understand, I get it, I guess. I've been out in the Philippines so long, I just get accustomed to things like Filipinos now. But I truly understand. I see it all the time from you guys. So, yeah, it's true. A lot of you guys aren't coming yet. A lot of you guys are still working on your travel arrangements. A lot of you guys are still working on getting time off even. A lot of you guys already spent money on going to other countries. Like I heard a bunch of you guys saying I went to Vegas. A bunch of guys went to DR. A bunch of guys went to Colombia. A bunch of guys have almost pretty much given up on the Philippines. And I have seen some comments where some guys said, hey, you know what? I was about to go here, but now I changed my mind. I'm coming to the Philippines. And kudos to you. Now, the Philippines definitely has some strict protocols during this time of trouble. Now, around March 2020, it didn't feel real with everything happening in the world, especially in the Philippines. And the Philippines had to be very strict during these times. I totally understand why. They didn't have enough hospital beds for the amount of people that got sick when it started. And, you know, I'm sure they didn't want to put themselves in that situation again. That's why they made the decision not to open a country in December. And I truly understand, and I get it, and I'm sure some of you guys do too. A lot of you guys may not, but I say, you know what? The Philippines are working hard. That's why they turned around right away and opened it up right away in February. It's what, only three months later. So I think it's it's a quick reaction to what's going on in these present times. How it is right now is if you want to travel, your itinerary has to be prepared. Okay, so if you have a lady you're coming to see, or even if you're by yourself, you have to make sure you have an itinerary prepared to where you research everywhere you're going before you go there, because you'll find yourself with a serious headache. I spoke with my live stream, for instance. A lot of people were saying they're going to wait until there's no more, till you don't have to be vaccinated. But the thing is, I understand and I get it. I understand people with health concerns, things like that. That may be 2-3 years. I'm not saying it can never happen, but right now it's not happening, and they're stopping that. They're stopping that on the 16th. So it's going to be from the 10th to the 16th, and then it's done. But some of the things, though, you have to have in mind is that you're going to have your itinerary prepared when you come. So that's what you have to have in mind, is that you're going to have your hotel stay. You're going to need, if you have a vaccination card, it's going to be a lot easy for you to get from place to place. So you definitely want to make sure you have that. Yeah, like right now you're going to need the Trace app, like apps like the Stay Safe app. And the thing is that you can call your local government and know before you go. Not call your local government, you can actually look it up online. Most likely it's going to be on Facebook. Now in the Philippines, everything runs on Facebook. Don't be shocked when you go on Google and then you see nothing but Facebook links, because that's how it is. You'll see Facebook links for the government, you see Facebook links for clothing, you see Facebook links for everything. But everything runs on Facebook, so you can find out whatever local government through whatever their Facebook page is, and that'll give you all the information you need. Make sure you know before you go. But guys, the good thing is they're still working these things out, and they're working it out before you come. Before you come, they're all working it out, and hopefully it's all worked out. And if it's not, I think you still should come anyway. I mean, I wouldn't make that a deal breaker for not coming to the Philippines. But still, they know it'll be a headache, and they want to make sure everything is as comfortable for you as possible. But guys, other than that, good news. It's open. Welcome to the Philippines.